Why is this not going back? Fucking weird. Cognitive collapse is real, and we face it all the time. What we need is a way to bypass it that doesn't tell me shit. A definition anywhere. Perception of contradictory information. Relevant items of information include a person's actions, feelings, ideas, beliefs, and values. And things in the cognitive dissonance is typical experience as psychological stress when they participate in an action that goes against one or more of them. According to this theory, when two actions or ideas are not psychologically consistent with each other, people do all in their power to change them until they become consistent. Comfort is triggered by the person's belief clashing with the new information perceived, wherein they try to find a way to resolve the contradiction to reduce their discomfort. Wow. All right.
How does the Bureau handle thresholds?
Handle might be a bit of an optimistic way to put it. Marshall sends her rangers in to map them, check growth rates, locate epicenters, take samples, measure stuff, basically.
Sounds like he's done his homework.
Now, down in maintenance, thresholds are used just like any other tool. The lab coats mine black rock from one, maintenance siphons water from another. We use it for pretty much everything, except drinking.
Why don't you drink it? Do I even want to know?
Yeah, a lot of time we find these little chunks in it. It's pretty gross.
I didn't want to know.
Why ask?
What do you think of Marshall?
Marshall? Marshall's a fucking badass. Rangers could not ask for a better leader. She's a little, intense, but given the stuff she's seen, I'm not surprised. She does have a bad habit of disappearing, though.
Where does she go?
Last time she vanished, I did some digging into the security logs. I found camera footage of her entering the quarry. She was down there alone for days. Now, typically that's not allowed, but Marshall is kind of above the rules.
I wonder what she finds so interesting in the quarry.
Marshall.
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
Something to think about. Why is this red again?
I don't think I ever told you this, but I was actually on the path to being a ranger once. Did the whole boot camp thing. Even got rookie status. Anyway, not the point. My own ranger squad was a great bunch. There was 6 plus me. Remus, Hazard, Cho, Guy, Heptonstall, and Thompson. They were supposed to get back from an expedition yesterday. We had beers and wings planned. Problem is, they weren't here when Darling handed out the HRAs.
Then they had nothing protecting them from the hiss.
You see, they prepped for the worst, but I think that we're already past that. We all wore these pouches around our neck, and I really don't want the hiss to get them. Could you find them for me? The squad would have come back through maintenance, but they probably spread out from there.
I'll keep an eye out for them, Arish. And I won't let them stay hiss. I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know. Stay sharp, Fate.
Yukbok tokens can be constructed at control points or through Bureau alerts for comprehensive experience and defeating elite enemies. Huh. Curious. Single, set of 3, set of 5. Ah, interesting. Construct charge. This not yet. Not the jukebox now. Speak to Dylan. I'm gonna speak to Dylan first and then call it for the night. On the upper levels.
What's new?
Oh, I can't levitate. God damn it. Damn, more to read. Para-utilitarian. Objects of powers are unique in their capacity to grant certain individuals paranatural abilities. We call these individuals para-utilitarians. Or just content I don't know about. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll have to see next time. The potency of these abilities depends on the para-utilitarian. Using the assigned object of power as an example, some para-utilitarians can achieve and throw a distance of several, while others are only capable of a little as something. What exactly determines an individual's paranatural competence is unknown, but it is largely believed that something exists within the body and that, like all muscles, it can be exercised. To continue my analysis, I have officially requested access to the Northmoor records. Considering he is one of the most accomplished para-utilitarians in the Bureau as ever seen, Dr. Darling is still considering this request. Loot. So where's Dylan? Radio silence, because very likely copyrighted music.
Apparently the director restored HRA production. They're already getting other survivors out of...
Fuck. Pope's promotion. Dr. Darling has personally recommended Miss Pope for a promotion based on her work ethic and assistance in advancing many ongoing research matters. According to her college, Pope has displayed a keen eye for detail and has a quick grasp of paranatural concept. She is professional and diligent, though some of her co-workers complain of social disinterest. The review committee approves this recommendation and promotes Miss Pope to the position of research specialist. Oh, we got more. Collective unconscious. Collective unconscious is defined as a form of the unconscious that is shared in all human minds. From this arisen unconscious knowledge linking us through our ancestral heritage. Through this collective unconscious, we unknowingly attribute a series of images and archetypes of all elements of our lives. These archetypes are never fixed, but shifts and change in tandem with our species and culture. This internal belief in the power of images, shared by the massive population, is unknown something in the creations of an alter item and object of power. The sheer amount of something excluded is attracted to the best representation of that image, imbued a single object with massive amounts of something. Theoretically, places of powers could likewise be formed by the simple power of sustained collective belief.
Just when I thought things were stabilizing, Marshall abandons us. I'm sick of no one telling us what's going on.
Information's always been on a need-to-know basis.
Another radio that's probably silence. Yep. I'm gonna guess this is the place. Yep.
Happiness comes. You are warm through time. The thunder's home distorts you. Happiness comes. White pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror inverted is made right. Leave your insides by the door. Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been a new you. You want us to control. We stand around you while you dream. You can almost hear our words, but you forget. Through time, the thunder's home distorts you. Happiness comes. White pearls, but
What the hell?
through a mirror, the inverted is made right. You were a warm through time.
Shit.
The thunder's home distorts you.
That's Dylan.
White pearls,
Can
but
you
yellow
hear
and
me?
red in the eye. Through a
Come
mirror,
on, Dylan. I'm here.
by the door.
I found you.
The surface into the wet. You've always been a new you. You want us to be true.
Do you know who I am? Oh, you know me. Say it.
You are Dylan Faden's sister.
He's talking in the third person. Always a good sign. Do you know who you are?
Not Dylan. Trench and Darling made sure of that. I'm P6. P6. But I'm better now. The hiss made me better.
Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been the new you. You want this
Can you
to
stop
be
that?
true.
Please? Not exactly the reunion I'd hoped for.
It feels good to say those words. I want to say them. They sound good. They make me feel good. Don't you want to say them too?
No. Fuck off, no. You need to help me get this thing out of his head. If he is still in there, if there is anything left, you have to help me.
You came in through the hole in you. We let you in. You've always been here. The only truth. A copy of a copy of a copy of a copy.
Stop it!
Orange peel.
Shit. Shit. He can see you. This is not safe.
We found Polaris together with my sister when we were very small, in Ordinary, in the desert, through the door opened up by the slide projector. But she didn't help when Trench took me away. She didn't give me any powers. All the powers are my own powers. She didn't help when they locked me up for years.
After the song, time for applause. We build you till nothing remains. The egg cracks and the truth will emerge out of you. You are home.
The Bureau brought the slide projector back here with me. And the Bureau did what the Bureau does. They used it. And they found... They opened the door up to the hiss. That's the only thing I can thank them for.
There. There it is. We stopped the Altered World event in Ordinary when we shut down the slide projector. And now the projector's here.
An earworm is a tune you can't stop humming in a dream. Baby, 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 yeah. Just plastic. So safe. Nothing to worry about. Funny.
I welcomed the hiss. I let it in. To get rid of her. The hiss set me free. Polaris is using you. The Bureau is using you. You are a puppet.
You can almost hear our words, but you forget.
If we shut off the slide projector, maybe that will stop the hiss.
Your regulations.
Maybe it's not too late for my brother.
You must see the truth for yourself, Jesse. Sister. The horrible truth about the Bureau. The hiss is the better option. Go to the Prime Candidate program in the containment sector. I have the keycard to get you there. Salvador wanted me to have it.
Wanted? Bullshit. I saw what the hiss did to Salvador. What it turned him into. Okay, Dylan. I'll go. I want to see the truth for myself. I'll go. But only to look for this light projector. You can help me. We can end this.
You are a worm through time. You are a worm through time. The thunders.
Somehow he just gave me clearance 6. How though? Well, I guess they could have confiscated it out of him.
I don't know what else I'm hoping to find here. Dylan. Can we talk?
I'd like to tell you about a dream I had last night.
Off to a good start. Okay. I'm listening.
I was back in Ordinary, before all of this happened. But in the dream, I was alone. It was just me. I was the only child. A girl. My name was Jesse Dylan Faden. But then the Bureau came and caught me. brought me back here. Lock me up. Have you ever noticed that our names, Jesse, Dylan, they could be girls' names, boys' names, could be anything. Don't you find that weird? I find that weird.
Sure. What the hell was that? Is he trying to mess with me?
You are a worm through time. The thunders come to
Well
strike
then.
you. Happiness comes, white
Maybe Dylan's still in there. Maybe there's a way to reach him. I'd like to talk to my brother, please. Dylan?
Dylan would like to tell you about a dream he had just now.
This again?
I was going to be the new director of this place. I helped you get a job here so that we could be together. You were an office assistant. You'd make coffee and deliver the mail, and there was always plenty of work to do. And it stayed that way forever and ever. It was nice. Really nice.
That's debatable.
But here's the strange thing. The dream shifted, and none of it was real anymore. It was a game. We were in a game, and it was a fucking boring game. But you couldn't stop playing. And then it shifted again. Or maybe it was another dream already. Or maybe I'm just confusing them. But in this other dream, it was more like a musical. This is an ordinary song about an ordinary girl from an ordinary town. It's the ordinary story. She worked an ordinary job in an ordinary office. And something. And that's all I can remember of that dream.
Maybe that's for the best.
Well then.
You are a worm through time.
So how many times do I have to talk to you?
Happiness.
Maybe I can learn more about the hiss from him. Can we talk?
I just had an interesting dream.
Shit. That's fascinating, but let's talk about the hiss for a change, yeah?
This dream was about the hiss.
Best I'm gonna get.
In my dream, the hiss had broken free of this prison, this house. I'd set it free. And the president himself was there to welcome us. He was the first one to take the hiss in. Spread the word. At first, many people thought it was horrifying. That he was horrifying. But also, many people who heard his words wanted to welcome the hiss in. And slowly, more and more of them came around until the whole world was brought together by the hiss. It was wonderful.
Okay. Thanks for sharing that. For the record, that will never happen. Not as long as I'm alive.
The thunderstorm distorts you.
Wow, more.
Comes white
Maybe I'm just here to punish myself. Any new dreams you'd like to share, Dylan?
Last one. If it's still red, then I'm gonna call it.
I'm glad you asked, sister. This dream, like all dreams now, felt very real. Like reality. And reality now feels like a dream. Maybe it's all a dream. Maybe it's all real.
Dream where my brother endlessly tells me about his dreams.
I was in a dark place. and there was a dark man there. His name was Mr. Door, and he told me that there are many worlds, side by side, on top of each other, some inside of others. In one world, there was a writer who wrote a story about a cop. In another world, the cop was real. Door said he himself was in all of them at the same time, endlessly shifting between them. I asked him how I could reach these worlds. I wanted to bring the hiss there. But he didn't want to help me. He didn't like the idea. What did he know?
I'm not wild about the idea myself.
Through time, the thunders hunt
Oh my god.
happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through
Yeah, okay, so we're gonna leave the whole talk. Continue all that later. Alright, I'm gonna guess that it's safe. Do we still have the casual? Yep. Okay. Oh god. 13 fucking hours. $13 and almost 30 minutes. Holy shit. Oh. A fucking new record. Oh well. I don't know when I'm gonna be able to stream again. Maybe Tuesday. But unsure, not sure. I'll probably be streaming again like very 1 in the morning. Monday. No, not Monday. Well, Monday night, but then it would be technically Tuesday. Probably just some Warframe to chill off after work, but I gotta see when is gonna be the next day I stream this game. Hopefully a day that I have full day off. You know, and completely fucking invest myself in what's going on. Alright. So thank you everyone for watching. Thank you to the people that stopped by and say hi in the chat. Not you bots. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.